Ranking 10 of the most popular side hustles in this video. So as someone who has tried almost every side hustle in the game, you know from previous videos on this channel, these are all side hustles I've tried and made money with most of them. So I'm going to be ranking these 10 online side hustles by tier. So let's just get right into this one. All right, so here we go. We set up our tier maker list here, S through D. I'm actually going to change this to S through F. For some reason, they only let you do 5 categories. We got our 10 side hustles down below. Some of these really good opportunities. Some others I don't really recommend as a side hustle. Others could be great businesses and not necessarily side hustles. So with that segue, we're going to jump right into this with a one that I think is a great business, but not a great side hustle. That's going to be Shopify. For people looking for a side hustle and to start kind of out of nowhere for beginners, something like that, Shopify, not going to be my favorite here. So I'm going to give it a C tier due to the reasons, because if you just expect to start a dropshipping Shopify store, which has been really popular over the internet for the past like 10 years now, people talking about how much you can make on dropshipping, you're most likely going to lose money with the Shopify store cost plus trying to run ads for your products. And that's the problem with Shopify, is it's your own website. You're not going to get organic traffic like some of these other e-com sites that you could sell on through their platform. So if you're just starting out, you're a beginning side hustler, have no way to generate traffic for free, or don't really exactly know what you're doing and think you may want to try a print on demand or a dropshipping Shopify store, I wouldn't recommend it for beginners. But for a business, if you're expecting to work a ton on this, grow your social media pages around this to get organic, natural traffic, really run ads, set up pixels, do retargeting, and make this a full business, I think this could be S tier. Shopify is a great platform for doing that. Running your own e-com site is an awesome business opportunity, but as a side hustle, you're going to give it a C tier. Uber, I'm actually going to give a B here. So for Uber, you're not going to get rich driving for Uber, but the great thing about it is once you're signed up as a driver, you can go out anytime you want and instantly make money. You're not going to go out and lose money driving for Uber, and you can make money that same day or whenever you want. So this is all ride-sharing apps, not just Uber. The real hack for Uber and other ride-sharing apps is to drive at peak hours. So definitely on your app, set up notifications where you can get a ping when there are surge pricing. So things like, for me, I live in Denver, there's a lot of sporting events. There's basketball, baseball, football here. There's even other smaller major league sports teams, but those are the big ones. When those games are going on, there's Uber surge pricing. You can start driving before they even show the surge pricing. It's going to give you a head start into this. But during those events, you could easily make over $40 an hour doing rideshare apps, and even plan for bigger events. Like when Taylor Swift was here recently, Zach Bryan, surge pricing was insane. I know some drivers that made over $100 an hour driving during that. And they're not going to be super long rides, right? You're going to pick someone up at the stadium, maybe a few miles away, drive them to their house, which likely is going to be a short ride as well. And you're just basically going to be going between the venue and people's houses. So it's not going to be super long, far rides to put mileage on your car. Honestly, there's probably going to be a lot of traffic and you're not going to put that many miles on your car, but they're going to be long, expensive rides where you make a good amount of money. So I'm going to give it a B if you just drive during surge pricing, but also a good side hustle here to make money whenever you want. Honestly, I'm going to bump it up to an A. I've hyped it up too much. Do not put it in an A tier, but you're not going to get rich with it, is the thing that I kind of look for in side hustles as well to get to that S tier. All right, next here, you don't know what this logo is because I just made it up. This is doing online surveys, and I'm giving this an F. So you've seen this all over YouTube, people trying online surveys, even some videos basically lying to you about how much you can make doing online surveys. You're not going to make money at all doing online surveys. So most of them have thresholds. Could be $10, could even be $20, sometimes even $25 of money you have to make before you can actually cash out. And you'll quickly find that you're going to make less than $5 per hour doing online surveys. Sometimes you'll work to find these surveys and get like halfway through them and find you won't even qualify for them. Maybe you won't even qualify for anything off the bat, so you'll just waste time signing up for these platforms and doing them. And even if you do them, you're not going to make more than $5 an hour. You know, maybe after a few hours, maybe you get to like $13 in your account, and hey, then you find out you need to make $25 to actually cash that money out. So huge waste of time. Do not try online surveys. Basically, these companies are trying to trick you into doing these surveys essentially for free without paying you, making it insanely hard to make money with these surveys. So definite F tier. Next tier, we got TikTok. I'm giving this S tier. This is a great opportunity right now. There's multiple ways you can make money with TikTok. Recently, they started paying creators more for just getting views, especially if you make videos that are longer than 60 seconds. The strategy here is to make viral content. So if you're good at that, post 3 times a day on TikTok. If some of your videos get hundreds of thousands, even some videos can get over 1 million views, people are making $1,000 a week just having 1 or 2 viral videos per week through the TikTok revenue sharing program here. But also another probably even better opportunity on TikTok besides that is doing TikTok Shop affiliate. And what that is they have a store now on TikTok, basically a giant e-commerce store where you can link products in your videos. And if you post that kind of videos talking about these products and people buy them, you get commission. So you can do some of these items to pay you $10, $15 commission per sale. And if you have some viral videos where TikTok is pushing these types of videos, say 100, 200 people buy them, you could easily be making a few $1,000s each viral video. Again, you get 1, 2 viral videos per week. Easily could be making a few $1,000s a week with TikTok Shop. Plus those views count as the ad revenue share. So on top of that, you could be making another 1,000 just with the views you're pulling in. So TikTok, an insane opportunity right now. I've been trying to make this one work so far. I haven't had that much success, but I know people are absolutely crushing it. And personally, I'm not super great at making viral content, but working on it, and hopefully I can make a video on it soon of me actually making money with this method here. But there are a ton of videos of people doing this. You can learn a lot just watching people on YouTube doing it. All right, the next one, surprisingly, DraftKings. I'm giving a B here, and this isn't just DraftKings, it's all sports books. So the way to actually make money on these is not putting in money and consistently sports betting and trying to find an edge. The way to make money is sign up for the welcome bonuses. So if sports betting is legal in your state, there's probably 5 or 10 sports books you can sign up for and get hundreds of dollars per each sports book. So if you sign up for 10 of them, you could get over $1,000 in free money to bet with. DraftKings, if you sign up for $5, you get $150 in free bonus bets to play with. I will link down all the top welcome bonuses all in one place on this website that shows you the top welcome bonuses, and you just have to click on the ones you want to sign up for and it'll take you right there and get you your welcome bonus. So say you sign up for 10 sportsbooks, get $1,000 in free betting money, then you're basically just going to pick bets that are essentially 50-50. If you win half of those, walk away with $1,000 in betting money. If you win 100% of them, basically you double your money to $2,000. You could easily make $500 to $1,000 in a single day just by signing up for all these welcome bonuses and putting in these bets. Say you find 10, like essentially 50-50 bets, place them on all the sports books. In one day, you can make $1,000 pretty easily just by doing this method. As far as a long-term side hustle, it is terrible. That's why I gave it a B here, because in the short term, you can make a ton of money today doing this, but in the long term, definitely going to lose money if you're consistently sports betting. All right, next here we have eBay. I'm going to give eBay an A here. And eBay just incorporates, and the eBay logo here is basically just covering all reselling. So I did a full challenge on this channel and I made weekly videos basically reselling from $0 to $1,000. I think it took me 35 days to get to $1,000. All I did was go to a thrift store 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and the Goodwill bins to find really cheap things that sell for a lot on eBay. But also I sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace locally, no fees as well, and just cross post on different reselling platforms. Another one is Poshmark that you could sell on, mostly clothes for Poshmark. But if you're consistently going to thrift stores, Goodwill bins, sometimes you're going to find some banger products. I found 2 during the challenge that sold for $300 or more that I got for pretty cheap. So definitely can get lucky sometimes with this as well. I gave it an A because I think it is a great one for beginners to get into. You could literally make money on the same day if you find a pretty good product, say for $2, at a thrift store, say it sells for 50 on eBay, list it for $40, undercut on your prices by a little bit to get quick sales, and you can make money the literal same day and reselling elsewhere. So I'm going to give it an A. And even if you make a good amount of money, I think it's just a fun side hustle to go out, look for cheap things to sell for more. Me personally, I make between $500 and $1,000 every month doing this, and I barely spend any time. Probably like 2 or 3 hours a week I spend on eBay and reselling to make that much profit. So I think A tier here. Next, we're going to go with a logo that you may not recognize. This is called WAP. I'm going to give this an S tier, and I'm going to explain what WAP is. You can sign up for it down below with the link, but essentially what WAP does is create a subscription service for people to sign up for your Discord. Discord is a giant chat room that has a bunch of different channels. You could make a free Discord and get people in there and then charge them to get the role to sign up for the private paid channels. That's essentially what I did. I recently made a video where I made over $9,000 in a single month doing this method. And WAP makes it super easy to track all the information and get that subscription on your Discord, and just easily allows people to basically pay a monthly fee or a weekly fee to have access to the private channels in your Discord. So obviously you're going to have to create some value in this Discord. Could be about business, could be about sports betting, could be about reselling, things that we've already talked about in this video, but literally anything that you think people will want to join a community for, and then add extra and the most value in the paid channels. I think it's S tier right now. Like I said, $9,000 a month I've made with this. That's the thing making me the most money right now. So I'm going S tier. I think it's a giant opportunity. And then this next logo here is called School. Is another online paid community, but I'm going to give it a B here because for beginners, I do not recommend this. I would go the WAP and Discord route for a few different reasons. The first one is School costs $99 a month. So if you want to start with a free community and then try to get people to join the paid, you're losing $100 a month until you start getting people signed up for your paid. And if you're charging, $20 a month, you got to get to over 5 people before you're not losing money with School. And the second reason is WAP connects to Discord, which is, live online chats. School is more like a paid Facebook group. It still is good for a lot of people, but I would say don't go the School route, go the WAP and Discord route, unless you already have a large following that you're immediately going to bring over to School, because you could be losing a good amount of money every month until you kind of build up your paid community here. But I think it could be a good opportunity, so not giving it a C or an F, but I would recommend having a big following first or starting with WAP and Discord. All right, next we're going to go to Etsy. I'm going to give this an A. Etsy for me really is print on demand, so this logo represents print on demand as a whole, and the top 2 sites I think are Etsy and Amazon. So the reason I'm giving this an A, it would have been S tier a few years ago, is I've made over $7,000 in a month just on Etsy. Amazon print on demand, there's been some months I've made over $5,000 with that. So I think still a great opportunity here and not completely saturated, but with print on demand, I would be going on a site like Printful. I'll link Printful down below. They're always coming out with new print on demand products, and I would be trying those on sites like Etsy. Some of these new products may not be on Etsy that much, and they could be winning products that people really want, and your store could pop off with brand new kind of products versus doing just t-shirts, which there's millions of t-shirts right now on Etsy already. You got to be kind of unique and different to stand out and make a good business with print on demand. Etsy, and another reason it's not S tier is a lot of people have been getting banned or suspended from Etsy, and then Amazon has been not accepting as many people to their platform, bumping this down to an A tier. All right, for the next one, we're going to go to writing. I'm going to give writing a B. So copywriting is one of these side hustles that first worked for me. It was actually print on demand first, and then the next thing that worked really well for me was writing. So I went on sites like Fiverr and Upwork, set up profiles, started writing for very cheap on things I was interested in. It was sports, business, then got into like NFTs and crypto writing and that kind of thing. Before that, absolutely just fell off a cliff. And now I still write occasionally as one of my side hustles, but don't get as many jobs as I was used to because I did start charging more money. So it is a smaller group of people you're going to attract. But after years of experience writing, I'm really good at it, so I can charge a lot more. but also I don't want to be writing something that's going to take me an hour for, $30. It's not going to be worth it as much for me. Right now I charge $75 for 1,000 words, which takes me, between 45 minutes and an hour depending on what it is. So at that rate, I think it's a great opportunity, but I think it's really hard to make a lot of money writing. So, I can make $75 an hour writing, but how many jobs am I going to get per day or per week? Maybe I can get one per day and I can make $75 in a day just working an hour, but actually getting a good amount of jobs to make this a big time side hustle, I think, is pretty hard. So that's why I'm giving it a B and not an A here, is because I think it's going to be hard to make more than a couple $1,000s a month writing, but definitely one I recommend, one of the first side hustles that worked for me. So if you guys enjoyed this, check out the links to some of these side hustles down below to try them out yourself. Obviously, I recommend the S tier ones, the TikTok and WAP, connected to a Discord to start a paid community. I would definitely try both those out. Even for quick side hustles, Uber and sports betting with free money are going to be some good options here. And then I recommend everyone try reselling and print on demand as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and check out one of these videos on the end card where I go more in depth on some of these side hustles that I talked about in this video. So we'll see you guys over in that video.